Mike. How are you?
Oh, this the Zoom. I got it. All right. My bad. What's up?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
If everyone is ready, we will just kick it off with questions. So go ahead, raise your hand, and I will call on you. All right, we will start with Mike K and then go to Joe Person.
Hey, Mike, congratulations on the new contract. The NFL also announced the performance-based pay
Yeah.
bonuses.
Yeah.
I mean, after the year you had, is that just kind of like the cherry on the cake? And if so, I mean, how has this last, 9 or so months gone for you since kind of getting here?
I just feel like the player performance just showed like the amount of work I put in, like when nobody's watching. Like my trainer's here, so we just had a moment because it was like the last 2 weeks of my training right before camp. We call it Hell Week, and literally it's like 2-3 times a day. Like basically, his whole goal is to try to break me. And I ain't gonna lie, he did. Like it was one day, like he got me. So just to like go from that moment all the way to here is kind of cool because like everybody looks at the amount of money, and I'm thinking about how like I died on a hill and like was thinking about life. So it's kind of cool in that aspect.
You and JC both get deals at the
Mm-hmm.
same time to be able to know that you guys are going to be playing together for the next couple of years. How much does that, you know, I guess familiarity help you guys on the field?
Oh, it's great because now we get to really push each other. Like it's kind of hard coming in when you don't really know somebody to like really push them. So he saw me for a whole year. I saw him. So we can help each other gain with a lot. And I'm just really excited. Like I told him no matter what, like bro, they offer me something, I'm coming back. Like you ain't even got to worry about it. So we kind of already had that discussion before the season ended. So yeah.
Mike, congrats. What did you think when you saw JC's deal pop first thing in the morning?
Oh, I think I had just finished the workout, about to start. I was hyped because I'm like, I needed him to get that. Like, JC is a one of a kind type player. And like, for me, I was just thinking it's my job now. Like, all right, bro, like, push it. Like, we all seen guys get paid and then they don't have good years. Like, to be honest, Pat Lash is probably the first person I've seen get paid and then still go out there and have a great year. So for me, that's kind of what I'm challenging him all year. Like, all right, bro, you got it. Now, like, show that on the field. Like, make it feel like, all right, you worth more than that. So that's kind of my challenge to him all year.
And then if I could just get you to kind of rewind back to, I mean, last summer in August, I mean, the Seahawks almost kind of gave you away. And for you to come here and put together the season you did, just what was that like? And did you arrive here with a chip?
Oh, it was fun because we played them this year too. So it's going to be fun. But nah, it's like just coming here and leaving there, it was a bittersweet moment. Like, really, it was kind of hard leaving my coach, K. Scott, because we had so many conversations just about life, not like outside of football. So I feel like that was kind of the hardest part. But once I got here, everybody welcomed me with open arms. So it really made me feel like I want to even play harder. And I still feel like it's some regret because I left a couple plays out there, but I get to make up for it this year.
All right, we will go to David Newton, followed by Alex.
Hey, Mike, congratulations on the new deal. Wanted to ask you, I mean, they've added a lot of new faces to this defense. First of all, how much was that needed, do you think? And any of the pieces you've seen are going to be more crucial than others?
I feel like it was all the pieces was crucial just because, like, just being honest, we only won 5 games last year. So we needed more, and we got that. So I feel like we're in a position now to really, like, achieve all the goals that we really want to.
And a lot of those pieces seem to be aimed at stopping the run better since you guys, I think, last in the league. And that, how difficult did that make the back end job for you guys because the run defense was just so porous last year?
I feel like this year is gonna help. At the end of the day, it's football, so no matter you can put all Hall of Famers up there. Eventually, the run's gonna get out to the corner, and the corner got to make the tackle. So it's gonna help. But for me, my job still is come up and make the tackle, because essentially, running backs will rather get hit by a corner than like a 300-pound lineman. So it's gonna happen. Yeah.
How excited are you though that there are going to be a lot of new pieces out there for you guys?
I'm very excited because it was kind of cool just to sit back and watch like how everything happened. Like this is the first time in my career where I actually paid attention to free agency. So just to see like, okay, we got this guy, that guy, like it was kind of cool just, and I was at lunch. So it was like every 5 minutes I'm checking my phone. So it was fun, yeah.
Any one of those pieces get you more excited than the other?
Not really. It was just they all defense. So it's all guys that like I get to really like build a bond with, and like I watch their game from afar. Pretty sure they watch mine. So you kind of get to put a name with the face.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Congrats again.
Thank you.
Hey, Mike, just a quick follow-up on what you just said. Why was this the first year that you paid attention closely to free agency?
Just based off I was in it. Like this is my first time really having a chance to get paid. So it was kind of cool just to see how everything worked and like all the different pieces that a lot of people don't know. All the behind closed doors type stuff.
Anything surprise you about that process?
Nah, not really. It was more so like, just like be patient. Like I was just kind of anxious because it's the talk all season. So probably after, maybe a week after the Super Bowl, it was just like, all right, like I'm ready to go back to Carolina. Like I already started watching film. Like I'm happy I'm here because if I would have went somewhere else, like mentally I would have been messed up because I've been watching like all our film from last year for last month. So yeah.
And then you played over 1,200 snaps in 2024. How gratifying was that after a 2023 where you didn't play as much? And then following up on that, you said that you had a couple plays that you still remember that you wish you would have made.
Yeah.
I mean, you played 1,200 snaps. Don't you think that's like kind of expected when you play so much?
Yeah, but at the same time, like it's a play Denver. They this side of the end zone they close to the red zone, and the key all week was Cooley said if they get in the red zone and they go tempo, they're gonna run quick outs. And I didn't like dude threw it, caught it, and after the play I was pissed because I'm like, we talked about that one all week, and that could have been the difference in the whole game. So it's like plays like that, like the little small details. When I don't get it, it irritates me, and like, yeah. So it's plays like that, but playing that amount of snaps, it's just really all God. Like he took care of me. Like you don't get through that amount of snaps with him because you gotta understand that's 1,200 like game snaps. You still got practice, so it's like it's a lot of snaps, but it's just God and my training. Like you, in order to do something like that, you have to train like uncommon. Like you can't just do the basics. So you have to go through those days where it hurt. You question life. You question like everything. Because at the end of the day, like this is what you're doing it for moments like this.
Great, appreciate you.
No problem.
We have time for a couple more. We'll go Vashti, Joe, and Gabe.
Hey, Mike, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. Okay, congrats.
Thank you.
I'm curious, just two questions. Who was the first person you called when you got the contract and why?
First person I called, I feel like maybe my trainer. I text him. But for me, when I first got it, I kind of like just sat quietly, like, okay, Mike, like, how are you gonna go about this? Like, are you just gonna sit here and be happy, or are you gonna be like content? Like, yeah, this is nice, but like, I want more, and not necessarily like money, just more plays, because I'm going on to year 7, so it's like it took a lot for me to get here. like practice squad 2-3 years, playing and not playing. Like I had a lot of moments where it's like you gotta look yourself in the mirror and like, all right, do you really want this? So for me, it was just kind of like get yourself together and like celebrate, but understand that you still got to go to that place. Like come training camp, well, really before training camp. So just be ready and mentally ready for that. Because once you put that helmet on, money don't matter. So, yeah.
I was gonna say, it seems as if even in hearing you talking, I can feel, I guess maybe a edge to you. Not that you don't usually have it, but I can hear the passion in your voice. And you said that you were looking at tape. Did this kind of renew you as far as your drive to be even better, even though you got the 2-year contract?
Yeah, like every year is something different. So like for me this year is, yeah, I got a new deal, but we go to New England, we play Seattle, we play like teams I've been at getting cut. So just to go back in them places and see them familiar faces is gonna be special because it's like they view me as one way, as how I left the building, but I'm coming back a different player, and it's not just me. Like I got brothers with me, so it's like it's cool, like to really like be in that type of space.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mike, those stops on the journey, was there one of those releases that hit you harder than the others? And had you even at any point kind of started looking at like opportunities outside of football?
Yeah, so like when I first got cut from Dallas, we played on 2. When I first got cut from Dallas, it was on she was my girlfriend then, but my wife's birthday. So it was there and when I got cut from New England. Both of them were actually like on her birthday. So it was a real like gut check moment. Like we happy, we still celebrated, but I just basically lost my job in a way. So those were real moments where it was like, okay, like I always have a saying, my heart don't pump Kool-Aid. And in that moment, like it really could. Like I could have went into a shell but I didn't. So I feel like that's that. And when I got hurt in Seattle last year training camp, I know Mike McDaniel was gonna make changes, and I got hurt and missed most of training camp, and I really didn't get a chance to show who I am. So that was like frustrating because it's like a new coach come in, and you're viewing me one way, but I know I'm this, but you haven't seen it because I haven't been out there on the field. And I bought a piece of land, like this is probably 2 weeks before the trade happened. I bought a piece of land in my hometown, and I was like, this is something I can really like make some money off of just in case football don't work out. Because for me, I'm a realist. Like, all right, Mike, you was drafted, cut, practice squad. Like, this might be the end of the road. And I have friends who it is the end of the road for them. So it was just like this kind of my emergency plan. But when I got traded here, it was like a new sense of life. Like Dave Canales gave me a chance, and for that, I'm forever grateful because he didn't have to.
So real quick, just 3 follow-ups. When's your wife's birthday?
September 5th.
And where is that piece of land you mentioned?
It's in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay, like out in like a suburban part of it, or right
It's in Pinson, so it's
Pinson.
still, yeah, it's like the outskirts, I guess you can say.
And then what was your training camp injury?
You said when?
What was it?
It was like a groin strain.
And then, did you give up a touchdown on that play in Denver, or was it just a completion in the red zone?
It was just a completion.
Yeah.
It was like a little 5-yard out. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
No problem.
Hey, what's up, Mike? Congrats to you, man. First off, you mentioned Hell Week. What exactly did that look like as far as your training going into it?
All right, so it's me and my friend Starlin who play for the Cardinals. We go, so let's just say I have to report to camp like today. So it'll be 2 weeks from now, or 2 weeks ago. We'll go to Birmingham, Alabama, and we'll literally train like 3 times. Some days be 3 times, but guaranteed twice a week. So we're going to hit DB work or Pilates in the morning. Like one day might be Pilates, in the morning, DB work in the evening, and then train with my trainer at night. And then some days it might just be Pilates and DB work or Pilates and trainer. So you doing that, and these like Pilates would be like hour, maybe hour and a half. DB work could be another hour, hour and a half. And then with my trainer, that's unlimited. Like we don't know what time we're gonna get done with him. So it's like you just go out there and like build that bond, because how we look at it is us versus the workout. Like he's trying to break us. Like that's his job. And he talking trash, and yeah, we have this hill. When I say this hill, it's like 2 hills in one, and we running up it with our helmet on, and it's like a competition, because at the end of the day, like I'm basically trying to beat him and he trying to beat me, but we also encouraging each other. And it's a moment where you're tired, like, you know, on day 1, we feeling good, but by day 4 or 5, like your body talking to you, your mind talking to you, like, maybe we should slow down. You know, you got training camp around the corner, like all those type of things. So you got to push through it. And essentially, it's just like training camp. Like, where its only difference is it's no pass and I'm not tackling nobody, but work definitely is being put in.
And a real quick follow-up as well. Obviously, you guys bringing in Trayvon from the Raiders. How familiar are you with his game, and what can a guy like that bring to the secondary?
I love his game. I didn't know his name, but I know his jersey number. And that's how you, in the league, that's how you know somebody really nice. So just he had a play, like a tackle for loss. I think it was against the Chargers. I know they just had white jerseys on, but like it was a crack replace, and he beat the crack. But he was like at a too high look. So it was just like, that let me know, like, yeah, you watch film, because you shouldn't beat that. Like, you should get cracked right there because you out of position. But it's just that he has picks, and he's just a dog. Like, he wasn't one of them players that plays based off the record or off situation. Like, he just shows up every day.
Any other questions for Mike? All good? All right, thank you so much for taking the time, Mike. Congratulations again.
Thank you.